Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish taping this thing up. All right, goes here. So from the Frankenstein form, I can now build a clean version of this. The way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to cut the two drafting dots along the floor, and I'm going to open up the pattern. All right, so there's the object, and there is the unfolded pattern. So now with the unfolded pattern, I can draw it. I can fix my little problem that I did there by cutting out the guy. All right, and so there is my pattern. One thing that students often get screwed up in when they do this is that you've got to remember that in order to create this pattern, you have to crease it on the opposite side. So students will just do this, and then they'll crease it on this side. They get the opposite, the reverse version of it, a mirrored image of it. Okay? So it becomes really important that you understand that you're going to cut this thing out and flip it over and crease it on the other side. So I'm going to rather quickly cut this out because we're running out of time. And I've got to be able to assign you copious amounts of homework. I'm freehanding this. You guys shall not do that. Okay, so there is my matching pattern to my little object, right? But remember, this thing folds this way, so I have to flip it over. And what I got to do is I got to take and transpose all of these lines to the other side. Okay, so that's the back side where I have to kind of create all of the creases. All right, so you guys see that? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, and so then all that's left now is to crease it up and tape it or glue it, and I now have a clean version of the object that I made. So I think I'll just glue it. Okay. myself. All right, I'm not having any luck gluing. It's not working. All right, never mind. I will tape it. You win, I lose. Thanks. Maybe now I can glue it. Either case, there's my object, and here is the Frankenstein version of the object. And what you guys will note is that it's the same object, it is not mirrored. Right? If I built it the other way, it would be like this. It would be opposite. But by turning it over and flipping it around, I end up with the same object. Okay? Now, all that's left to do is, if we wanted to completely enclose the object, is to develop the two triangles that are required to close that end and the two triangles that are required to close this end, and we have our fully enclosed object. Okay? That make sense? Any questions about that? You guys are going to have to do this on your own at home. All right, so let's stop that video.